Hello, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do your March the 11th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I know I sound different. I don't know what I came down with, but I'm going to push through with this meditation. Let's see what the name of it is. If you need to reach me, do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, let's see. It is entitled Forgiving Our Imperfections. Recognizing our own humanness gives us the capacity to forgive others and not be as judgmental as we have been in the past. That's taken from the NA Step Working Guides, Step 9, Spiritual Principles. By working steps 4 through 8, we confront the person who's kept our lives in turmoil. Oh no, it's me. In this rigorous process, we face our disease and our humanity. We unpack and pick apart lifelong grudges and current resentments against people who hurt, judged, and rejected us. Often, we're shocked to learn we had a significant part to play. Engaging fully in the recovery process gives us a more realistic awareness of our flaws and limitations. We see a connection between our acting out and our very human need for safety, love, and acceptance. We learned that a lack of empathy for our own missteps has driven our judgments of others. Our capacity to forgive is inseparable from our capacity for empathy. In the ninth step, we strive to make peace with our own humanness. We expose our imperfections to those we've hurt. In an attempt to right our past wrongs, we humbly apologize. We change our behavior so we won't repeat past errors. We're often, but certainly not always, forgiven for the harm we've caused. This process offers us a striking lesson in empathy. Acknowledging and accepting our own imperfections is key to accepting imperfections in others. We forgive ourselves for the times we let self-centered fear guide our actions. Instead of judging others for similar impulses, we can choose to forgive them, actively seeking to accept them as they are. Experiencing others' judgment and rejection, both in everyday life and when our attempt at making amends is rebuffed, increases our capacity to feel empathy and to forgive others. Our own pain becomes a source of strength, and we can draw from the well of self-acceptance we've created through our experience with the steps. Today, I will take a balcony view of my judgments of others. Instead of cataloging their flaws, I will acknowledge their humanness because I'm also human and worthy of empathy. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Wow. This meditation seems like it's about 5 meditations. It seems to me like it's long enough to be 5 meditations in one. And so I'm struggling a little bit to get through it. However, I do believe that the ideal of it is absolutely correct. Forgiving my own imperfections, allowing myself some room to grow, and acknowledging honestly when I've erred, letting people know I messed up. I dropped the ball. I am so sorry about that. And I think I know why I did it. I was afraid. I was afraid that if I didn't do it right, that it caused our relationship to fail, that you would abandon me or reject me if I didn't follow through and make it work out. I thought that you would end our relationship. And so instead of taking a chance, I made a commitment to do something and I didn't follow through because of fear. But today I understand why I didn't follow through. And I'm here to tell you that I'm a different person today. I make commitments that I can keep. And I want to ask for your forgiveness. It sounds so easy. Sounds so easy. It's not always that easy. And then a lot of times they don't forgive you. But let me tell you what taking action does. When you are willing to forgive your own imperfections, and the proof to me, if I have to be honest, the proof to me that a person has forgiven their own imperfections is that they own up to them. They assume responsibility for them, and they have the willingness to make things right if possible. That to me shows me that the individual is no longer beating themselves up over it, because a lot of the times when we were not forgiving for our own imperfections, we used over them. We don't do that today. We don't need to do that today. We are accepted for who we are. And when we drop the ball or some imperfection shows up, we are mature enough in recovery that we can assume responsibility for it, make the needed adjustments, and keep it moving. We can do that today. But here's the other thing. Here is the other thing that happens when you take responsibility for your actions. A lot of people don't think about this. When I am able to admit my own imperfections and forgive myself, because remember I told you a few weeks ago, it is our innate manner to be self-centered. It is innate for us to want to survive, to want to live, to make sure that we are okay. It can go too far sideways and become selfish, but self-caring, it kind of embraces that theme of self-centeredness. Remember I told you that, right? Okay. So this is what happened. When I am making sure that I am forgiving my own imperfections and I'm giving myself room to grow, and I'm allowing myself to go through this healing process and loving myself. When I do that, do you know what happens? My spirit has an epiphany. My spirit says, aha, oh, oh, oh my goodness. What? Oh man, I need people to give me a break. I need grace. I need mercy even. Wow. I think I better extend it. I think I better give it to other people, because if I needed it like that and I thought I was okay and that my stuff wasn't stinking and it really was, can you imagine? Can you imagine how much I believe other people might also need the same thing? You see? So when we do this, we find that we also not only taking care of ourselves, our insides, and making sure that we're healing and loving ourselves and forgiving ourselves, but when we do it for ourselves, we're more apt to do it for other people. Truly, truly, truly. My name is Mighty Stream, and I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.